Hey folks, Jonathan here. I'm out here in the rain. I got Noah doing something here real quick. I'm going to mess with Noah a little bit. You see that lathe right there? He's been talking about getting a lathe, and I picked this up the other day. It's laying here in a pile of junk, but it's an old Craftsman, like an Atlas, and I'm going to tell him that I've got somebody that wants to buy that lathe. But what he don't know is I'm going to give it to him when we're done with it. But I'm going to give him a hard time. I usually don't give Noah a hard time. I joke with him a lot and stuff, but I'm going to give him a hard time on this one. We're going to play with him a little while before we let him know it's his. But I'm hoping I can get some belts together, or we can do something with the belts. That's going to be our biggest issue. But we're just going to play him a little while. I'm going to get him to take it in the shop, get it cleaned up, and try to get a motor on it and everything. And I'm going to fib to him a little bit here about the reason. So, all right. I got a guy wanting to buy that lathe.
Okay.
But I want to get it in the shop and get it cleaned up before he comes and looks at it.
He coming today?
I doubt it. Maybe tomorrow before he gets here, but I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned up. And
you want me to do it with like I clean the other one?
Yep. Just about like you cleaned the other one. We might stick a motor on, see if we can see what it looks like. I got a motor back there. Either way, we got to get cleaned up. I think this mounts on the behind it. Yeah, mounts like that. And I think we got to line these ones up with these ones. And that's how you change the speed. So that one's big and that one's small.
We're going to cut this belt.
Well,
or you going to leave it there so the guy's got time to got it?
No, let's cut it. I mean, might as well. Well, how the heck can you? I wonder what's involved in putting the belt on it.
Yeah, I don't even think about
That's going to be the big issue. It's not a two-piece stuff.
Is it?
God himself may have trouble on that. This is closed in.
It's not made on there, is it?
No, you haven't even cut them off. This is the back gear.
Does that come off? You not just look still. Even if you get that back gear off, you're going to have to put it on this.
I know. That's going to have to come out too.
This unscrew.
Alright, so then take that off and clean all that up stuff. Is that a free call?
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-centered free call. I guess that's got to come out. There ain't no way around it. Well, that's a job. And then this one has to come out too. There ain't nothing left to it. I mean, might as well. I bet you don't break it. How much money you want to bet? Don't break nothing besides the belt.
I don't want to break anything.
You ain't gonna break it anyway. Them things are strong. You gonna keep trying?
Yeah. I cut it while I'm trying, so it looks like a woo! That was easy. Where I cut it.
Do you feel better about yourself because you felt like you broke a belt?
Yeah.
Alright. Clean it up good. Clean it. Yeah, take that bolt out of it too. You get the carriage to move yet, Noah?
The what?
You get the carriage to move back and forth yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright. Ooh, that's moving. It's coming along. I haven't given no price yet, Noah, so the more you get done, the better it looks. The more I can ask for it.
The more you can ask for it.
Yeah. We'll make it shine. You gonna polish it?
Yeah.
Okay. What we've got for this lathe, we've got a guy that's hopefully going to come look at this thing. Probably tomorrow. We're going to try to get as much done as we can on it. I think the better it looks and the farther we get, the more I don't feel so bad about asking for it. But we've got a motor here. It's an old Westinghouse, and it's so old it's got thumb screws that hold the wires on. So we're going to hook it up, and I'm going to get Noah to plug it in, because that's probably the end of the sparks are going to come from. Don't plug it in yet, no. He'll be plugging it in before I get it hooked up. Alright, hold on. Okay, we got it hooked up. We got Noah sitting here with the plug. What do you think, Noah? It's going to work?
I hope so.
Alright, if it blows sparks at you, then pull it back out.
Okay.
Alright,
You ready?
go ahead. Well, darn. It ain't shocking me either. Well, it works. Pull it out and turn it. See if it'll plug in that way. Yeah. So you're used to grounded plugs like you ought to have. Alright, I think that'll make it work. Let's see what the RPM is on. Yeah, got a little end play in it, but that ain't gonna make a bit of difference. I can't read it though. 110 volt, 1725 RPM. So that's a slow one. It'll work.
All that stuff come off the end of it?
What?
All that stuff on the floor.
No. Oh yeah, it did too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It came off the inside of it. That's how long Vince has this around. This is a first start video on a it ain't been running 60 years. It probably hasn't, to be honest with you. Anyway, that'll work for that. Small enough. Alright. You unplug her. Alright, Noah's taking the bolts out of this mount. And he's breaking them off. You already owe me for 2 if you break another one. Oh, you owe me for 3 now. There's 3 bolts and 3 nuts. Alright, Noah. Hope you got some money. Alright, let's sit it up there and see what it looks like. I don't know how close or how far. Yeah, it's got to be down like that, don't it? Because that belt comes, no, the belt comes out around it, it's got to go down. And this goes through. Lift it up a minute. Oh, lift it up far. This goes through it. Alright, now let it all the way down. Now when you turn this, when you push down on this, what lets it loose.
Oh, okay.
When you turn it this way, it's what tightens it. So what we got to do is come up, hopefully I can come up with a belt tomorrow and we'll get on it. And that'll give us our distance from that. And then the motor, we can probably, well, here, on, let me turn it around. Probably mount the motor under it and run the belt up to it. We won't be able to adjust it now. Need the motor to slide. I hate to mount it behind it because we're trying to figure out what rotation's turning to, because we don't have a reverser for the motor. Alright. We'll figure all that out tomorrow. I'll see if I can round up a belt or 2. Ooh, you made it shiny. Alright. So we'll round up a belt or 2 or in the morning. I don't have a small pulley, but I think it'll work on that one because it's got a heck of a V in it. We'll get something figured out where at least it'll turn. If it'll turn and work, you can show them it works a little bit, and that'll make it. Hopefully Vance has got 1/4-inch belts. I'm a little belt. I don't think I've got any. Alright. Okay. We had to take everything out, everything apart to get the belt in, but we got a belt in it. Running nice and smooth. Everything seems to be freed up. Noah got everything working. So should be pretty usable. So now we're going to wait till tomorrow and mount this on a board, and then we're going to try to get them mounted. And this belt's a little longer than we wanted, but it's all I had, so we're going to use it instead of going and buying belts. I was going to buy one, but Noah said he didn't have any money, so we're screwed. Alright, show you more tomorrow. Okay, I come back out the shop. Noah's gone for the night, and he'll be back tomorrow. But I was trying to be hard on him, but every time I'd say something, he would look at me funny because, you know, like he was looking for the camera, because I think he knows that, you know, I'm not going to be too hard on him if, unless I'm joking with him, you know. So anyway, we're moving along on it. Couple things. There's no quill lock on this. We'll check into it. I don't know how that one worked. It was just tapered or what, but so that maybe have something he'll have to pick up later. I think everything's gonna be all right on it. It's seems to be working pretty good, and I can't think of anything. I know the rocker is missing under this, and I'm gonna look and see if I've got one. There should be a rocker up under it. Well, it should actually be a washer and a rocker up under it. We got a nail in there instead, so we'll see if we can come up with some parts for that. And we got the chuck freed up. He's done quite a bit of cleaning and work on it. And he's been talking about buying a lathe. And he was looking at the little cheap lathes on eBay, you know, from China for, you know, $200-300 or something like that. And they, you know, I even told him, I said, well, let's go look at the reviews on them. So we went and looked at the reviews, and the reviews are terrible. I mean, you know, this is not a quality lathe, but it's still a lot more quality than what that China stuff is. I mean, this is something that he can learn on. So, and he definitely wants to learn. So that's the important part. And the back gear works good. Everything works good on this one. And everything, the bearings feel really good in it. There's no teeth missing off the gears anywhere. We've got our new belt on. I think it's going to be fine. I can't think of anything. We don't have any change gears for it, but he's not worried about that right now, I'm sure. He's worried about, you know, being able to run one and make a bushing and just little stuff like that. So, and Noah is working on starting his own YouTube channel. He's got a '63 Chevrolet that he traded for that he's going to do a first start on. So when he gets a video uploaded and stuff, I'll put a link to, you know, on one of the videos to his, and so everybody can check him out. Noah's a good boy. He's young. Hard to find somebody that young that's you know, into this kind of stuff anyway. So this is what we got. We've got some old tables out back. I think we're going to take one of the tops off the old industrial style tables and maybe cut it whatever size we need to get the motor and the mount and everything on it to be able to work it. And we'll put a switch on it. We're not going to be able to reverse it. I don't have a way of reversing the motor, so we'll just run it to where he can play with it and take it home and maybe cut him some bushings or something on it. But we're getting there. It's actually in a little better shape than what I thought it was. I've got another lathe that's actually, this is a 101. I think it's like a Model 80. It's actually looks smaller than this, but it's still a 6-inch lathe. And it's also a Craftsman, you know, made by Atlas. And I was going to do this same thing with it before, but it had one tooth missing, or two teeth missing off one of the gears, and I never got the gear. I was watching for one on eBay. I was going to get it and buy it, and then we was going to do the same thing. And I didn't have the piece to run the belts, because you're going to have to run it directly off the motor. So when I came along this one a little while back, I went ahead and picked it up, and you know, he just, as of now, don't have any idea that I'm going to give it to him, which is not a big deal. You know, sometimes you need a little push to get you started. So I know he enjoyed going through that toolbox that I went and bought today, and we'll get him set up anyway where he can do some work. And I've got a lot of brand new cutters that I'll give him with it. That's actually got carbide inserts in them. So make sure he's stocked up on enough stuff to work with. And you know, with it being belt drive, if he wipes something out, maybe the belt will slip. Won't tear nothing up. You know, it won't be a gear drive, but I mean, something to learn on. So anyway, we'll get back on it tomorrow and see what we can do. All right. Just take the big one out and just break the 2 small ones loose. All right, we're trying to get this lathe mounted on this table, this man to look at. It's getting dark on us, but we're gonna try hard. We're gonna get it done though?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
I don't know.
All right. If we don't, then I'm coming out of your paycheck.
Alright.
All right. All right, starting to get dark on us. Noah's running slow. I mean, like slow motion, huh, Noah?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, we're trying to mount everything now. Where'd you find the one you was looking at, Noah?
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook? Was it local?
It was in like, yeah, it was, Dallas, North Carolina, I think.
Oh yeah, Dallas, it's out in the mountains. Okay, so we got this whole thing set up and then we realized that our motor was turning backwards and we couldn't mount the motor from this side. So we decided just to swap 2 of these wires and just to see what happened and see how much smoke it made. But it actually worked. It didn't make any smoke, and I know nothing about these motors, so it's working. So now all we got to do is get the motor mounted, and we should be able to throw something in it and just see if it'll turn or not. We'll see what happens. All right. Play with it while it's here because it's going to be gone. You 2 playing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To you.
To me?
It's yours.
Really?
Yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
You're welcome.
That's why we was fixing it, man.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you was the butthole that was coming to look at it. Take it home with you, and hopefully we can cut that board and get them legs on it if you want. We'll get everything figured out.
Alright. Thank you.
Good? Welcome, buddy. All right. Don't wrap your arm up in it or nothing.
I won't.
All right. Okay. Noah's getting ready to take this thing home with him, and we cut the table down and made it just about what we needed to fit the lathe anyway. So I'm going to line him up with some cutters and some #1 taper, Morse taper bits, and let him go play. See if he can tear his fingers off. But anyway, I think that's it. I appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye. Goodbye, Noah.
Bye.